Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Campus Safety Voices. I'm Robin Hattersley, Editor-in-Chief of Campus Safety. For years now, we've stressed the importance of campus security departments sharing with and receiving information from others in their communities and regions. Those other campuses include other hospitals, schools, and universities, as well as organizations like houses of worship, entertainment venues, local utilities, and the like. If you're in law enforcement, a lot of your information sharing infrastructure is probably already available to you and is fairly easily accessible. But if you're in a private organization that has a non-sworn security department, tapping into that information that other organizations might have in your area might be more challenging. Fortunately, there are fusion centers all around the country that can help all kinds of private organizations get the criminal information and intelligence they need to keep their campuses safe. For example, Rick Franks, who is security manager for the Jewish Association on Aging, as well as one of this year's Director of the Finalists, serves as a private sector fusion liaison officers to the Western Pennsylvania and Region 13 Information Process and Criminal Intelligence Center. In my interview with Rick, he goes into further detail about this center, what it does, and how it has helped his organization improve security. So with that, here's my interview with Rick Franks. Enjoy the show.
Be sure to subscribe to Campus Safety's YouTube channel and like or leave a comment on our videos. Or subscribe to our Campus Safety Voices podcast on Apple and Spotify and leave a review.
Now, Rick, I know it's my understanding that you are involved with the Western Pennsylvania and Region 13 Information Processing and Criminal Intelligence Center, also called PaCIC. What is that?
That is a fusion center. There's three of them in Pennsylvania. The main one is in Harrisburg and it's run by Pennsylvania State Police. And they also have, civilian analysts and so forth. And then there's one out on the eastern side of the state by Philadelphia. And then there's the one out here by Pittsburgh, which is the Region 13 area, which covers about 8 or 9 counties. So basically what it is, it's a processing center for information and criminal intelligence, and they pull in all these puzzle pieces and try to put the puzzles together and then put out a intelligence product.
And now it's my understanding that these fusion centers are all across the nation. Is that correct?
Yes, they're in many different states. Some of them call them different things. Here in Pennsylvania, we call them fusion centers.
So why does your organization work with PaCIC? And how does it benefit your organization?
Well, it's a volunteer position as a fusion liaison officer. And the Fusion Center has reached out to the private sector and offered this position as fusion liaisons to the Fusion Center. And what that does for us is it puts us in contact with all other businesses and infrastructure partners throughout the entire Western Pennsylvania region. So we benefit by having timely firsthand information from other fusion liaison officers, and from getting that information to and from the Fusion Center itself. We're better able to prepare for say weather events that might be coming. Part of the Fusion Center staff is that we have the National Weather Service involved. We talk with other police departments and intelligence agencies about maybe we heard of a planned protest that might be coming to our area, or some type of event that happened at a different facility or another healthcare facility in another county that may spill over to us eventually, and that helps us to prepare ahead of time and bolster our security protocols and so forth to be ready to handle those situations.
What's your role with the Fusion Center? What do you actually do with them?
Okay, my role as a liaison officer is to assess the things that are happening around us. For instance, if something were to happen on our campus or on our community that might not make sense to everybody right now, but it's a little piece, a little puzzle piece that we find. So my role is to share that with the analyst at the Fusion Center, and they try to put this puzzle all together and get the big picture, and then they send out the information back to us, that all the Fusion liaison officers, that this is a actionable intelligence product, and this could be something going on. And it doesn't necessarily always relate to business. For instance, I had an incident, I want to say about a year ago, maybe 8 months ago. I just happened to be going to the gas station, and I see a guy from Alabama with Alabama plates filling up 5-gallon gas cans in the back of his SUV. So to me, that was a little odd. So I take that piece of information and I passed it on to the local police, and then I passed it on to the Fusion Center. In itself, that might not be a big deal. But if they had a report from another Fusion liaison officer, say in Butler County, where that same SUV was seen at Lowe's buying 15 bags of fertilizer, and maybe they saw other county buying 3 cases of flares or something like that. Now you start to put those pieces together, and you might have a bomber that you could maybe cut off before it happens. So that's how the Fusion Center works.
And what have been the results of your participation in the Fusion Center?
I think we've benefited. We've been able to find out about cyber attacks that have happened. We've been able to find out about incidents at other healthcare facilities that occurred, that we were able to, like I said, bolster our security or put in different protocols to protect us from that same type of event. And fortunately, we have been very fortunate in being able to, stop those things from happening before they happened on our campus. So it's just that the benefit of getting that information so timely and being able to, take action and consider those threats before they actually happen.
So do you recommend other healthcare facilities participate in these and get involved with these Fusion Centers then?
Definitely. Like I said, I don't know what they're called in other states, but I would definitely recommend other healthcare organizations and seek out and join these programs. Like I said, it's vital to get that information ahead of time and to share that information and know events that are happening, so you can better protect your organization and your staff. And it's been invaluable to us. I also have 3 other alternates in our organization that I was able to recruit to be liaison officer in case I'm not available, or in case it's something that they see in their area of expertise that they can relate to and pass on. So it's been invaluable. It's a very, very good thing to do, and if you can get that information and that intelligence, then that's huge.
Is there anything else about the program that you'd like to add, or that you think our readers need to know about?
Well, here in Pennsylvania, as part of our Fusion Center, we do a lot of education as well. So the Fusion Center will put together like Homeland Security courses and so forth, and get that out to everybody so that we can attend. We also do, like just recently, we had a House of Worship security presentation where we brought together CISA, Department Homeland Security, FBI, some private sector security specialists, and we had a program. It was about 2 hours, but I mean, we were able to help other houses of worship and religious faith-based organizations, bolster their security plans and help them, be more secure and ready to handle anything that might come. So those are kind of things that also come out of our Fusion Center. And I imagine it would probably be very similar in other states.
Well, really also too, your organization is a little different. It's not a public institution. It's a private organization. It's a religious organization, but a lot of our readers and our listeners are in that sector as well. So I think it would very much apply to them.
Yeah, and we do have a big public presence. Being the nursing home and the assisted living and facilities and all that. We do have a lot of visitors. We have a lot of family and so forth on our campus. So we get a lot of traffic. It's pretty busy, and we have the main campus, and then we have another smaller campus about 10 miles from here. So it's pretty busy.
Definitely. Rick, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a great day.